Oh my god, this is hilarious. I'm here to talk about the new ECW. Okay, first of all, you people say that this new ECW is not like the original. Nothing is like the original ECW. What other product have you seen that comes close to the original ECW? The closest thing to the original ECW is ROH. Because ROH is the best promotion right now. And you guys want to talk about why aren't they as extreme all the time? Okay, guys. If you guys know ECW for being extreme, you know nothing about ECW, because that is a stereotype. ECW wasn't just about hardcore wrestling. They had lucha libre, they had mat and technical wrestling, you know, crazy Japan moves, martial arts, all that in their matches. ECW was hardcore here and there because they wanted to be. They didn't need hardcore spots at all because they had the crazy amount of talent. Are you fucking kidding me? And one more thing. Look at the injuries that's been happening in the WWE. That's with just regular matches. How the hell can they be hardcore every single night with a grueling touring schedule? Tell me that, guys. See, you people just like to bash things. Bash, 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 bash. And never want to bring up points for what you're saying. And one more thing, and Truth Slayer, man, this is why I love watching your fucking videos, because you're straight with it. Truth Slayer can have said it any better. You people watch the DVD, The Rise and Fall of ECW, now you think you know what ECW is all about. What a joke, okay? You people say you follow the ECW, okay. I'm going to prove some of you people stupid right now. You people say that Vince Russo did the Attitude Era all by himself. He had help. That was from the ECW from 1995. See, ECW, they said to themselves, okay, we're not going to target little kids anymore. We're going to target from age 13 to 35 demographic. WWE did the same thing, copied ECW moves and storylines. There you had the Attitude Era. So if you know so much about ECW, how can you give Vince Russo all credit for the Attitude Era? Answer that. Exactly. Guys, I know my wrestling, guys. I've been around this all my life. Let me explain to you guys something right now. When I was a little kid, I used to go to the video store all the time, rent like 3-4 tapes every day and just watch wrestling out my ass. And I've been going to wrestling shows like crazy, okay? So guys, you cannot, you know, so I'm wrong, I may be wrong sometimes here and there, but that's because I forget to add in certain points. And come on, these guys' bodies are just beat up already. Come on, they're old. And they took a lot of punishment. And before I continue, I like to pay a lot of homage to none other than the Dynamite Kid. Because this guy, and you know what, it hurt me to read that. This guy's in a wheelchair. Do you know why he's in a wheelchair? Because he busted his ass in that ring. And that led to him being handicapped now. And if you don't believe me, look it up. So yeah, the ECW, it'll never be like the original. The only thing that comes close to it is ROH. And back to reviewing what I said, if you think ECW was all about hardcore wrestling, you know nothing. One more thing. Have you noticed that with your parents, like, they'll see you using a computer, they'll see you using your iPod, and they'll look at it like, oh shit, wow, you know, that looks hard to use. But then, you're like, hell no, this is super easy. Or have you noticed that your parents will tell you something like, man, The Exorcist, that was the scariest movie of all time. But then after you've seen Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Chucky, Freddy Krueger, then when you watch The Exorcist, you're like, this? The heck is this? ECW was so new and so innovative at the time. That's why they were so popular. But many people just copied off them like crazy, and everything the original ECW did has been done a million times. I had an experiment. I thought this to myself. I saw I think around 13-year-old kid, 14-year-old kid, and I showed him clips of the old ECW. You know what he told me? Well, I've seen this a million times. What's so special about it? See, I'm 18, and most of you guys are older. If you notice, back then you appreciated and loved it so much because it was so new. But now, if you show most of these new generation some old tapes of ECW, they'll be like, I've seen this a million times. It evolves, guys. So again, how can you say that ECW is how can you complain about it not being as good? Tell me one company that's as good as the original ECW. Let me think. Let me give you guys a chance to think. There is none. In any event, respect is earned. July 11th, check it out. And I did the video review on it. Good show right there. And before I leave, I would like to mention one thing about ROH is that I rate ROH shows more harder than anything else, because I'm already used to the bullcrap that TNA and the WWE puts out. So it's like, let's say for example, if ROH, to me, if I think the match is bad, well, that match is probably better than most WWE or TNA matches, because the talent in ROH is just insane. Like the Delirious and Roderick Strong match, I didn't like it. However, it's better than most matches that those two companies can put on. And yeah, those two companies are slacking right now, and they could do so good, guys. Like, did you see? And back to the ECW. Did you see the weeks before WrestleMania? ECW was busting ass, putting on great shows. And people want to criticize me for saying that sometimes ECW is better than Impact. Have you been watching Impact and ECW? Most of you people don't watch it, so how can you judge and compare something you don't watch? And one more thing, RVD's matches, all in ECW, have all been good. Give me one RVD match that sucked. A guy made a vid and he brought up a good point that I'm gonna argue right now. He said the new ECW has no storylines and no major storylines. Dude, that's how ECW and the SmackDown is right now. They don't really care about major storylines. It's more wrestling oriented, and most people like it like that. And in any event, ECW, I doubt they'll give them a major storyline, because remember, all the major storylines go to Raw. What you people forget, ECW and SmackDown is more of a wrestling show. Raw is a wrestling show, but it's more of a television show. That's what you guys have to remember. In any event, take it easy.